Hello everyone and welcome through the portal to All Things Reading with me, Sophie. Please excuse the fan in the background. It is just absolutely boiling in here and it's just too hot to have it off to film the video, so please excuse if you can hear that in the background. But today we're going to do a little reading check-in. I've got my notes on my iPad and I'm going to go through the books I've read this month and then what I'm reading now. And then I've got some creator campaigns coming up as well. So at the start of this month I read Cocksucker by Bethany Loren. This is an romance where we have two characters who met when they were in high school. They were like the jock and the nerd, and they had like one unforgettable kiss. They don't end up seeing each other for a long time, and the reason they don't see each other, obviously he wants to meet him and get to know him more because they didn't really know each other before. But there's that little bit of miscommunication. That's something that was overheard. They didn't hear the full. This is like our nerdy character. He didn't hear the full information, so of course he jumped to conclusions. But then later on, the one who's a jock ends up being like a big boss, and then the nerdy one is coming to be his assistant, and I really loved it. It's only a short book. It's only like 150 pages, 170 pages. It's really short. You can read it in an afternoon. I think I did read it in an afternoon. It's really easy read and I really enjoyed it. I rated it 4 stars. Next we have A Memory Not Mine by Rebecca Byron. This was such a good book. It's about a woman who she has like clairvoyant type abilities. She touches an object and she gets like intense emotions from it, and she can see visions. But she finds in her parents' safe deposit box after they passed away a little portrait, and it looks remarkably like her, and she touches the portrait and she has these intense visions, and if they're so intense she actually passes out. But she goes to Scotland to see if she can find out more information about them and find out who this person was, basically, because she's got no one really to ask. And in that time she meets someone while she's there, and she gets more of a world unlocked to her. This book was so good. I'm attempting to read the second book. I've had to pause it a minute, but I've started to read the second book as well because Rebecca kindly sent it to me. And it is such a good story. If you like a historical gothic mystery vibe, you definitely need to pick this up. The first book's not a long book, the second book is longer, but it's a book that you can read quite quickly in a couple of days, I think, because of how quickly the story goes and how you get into the story. The next book I read was Clueless by C.S. Sylvain. I think I'm saying her name right. I could be completely wrong. Tia, if you're watching this, you've read this book, so correct me in the comments. But this is a book with a why choose element. So we have our female main character who hooks up with the one chap. She then doesn't see him for years and ends up, unbeknownst to her, dating his son, and then they all meet up and they end up sharing her because that's like their dynamic. It's one of those books you do have to really read to get into, but it was so good. And again, this is a novella. Like the first book I read, this was a novella, so it was a nice stopping, like, pause point, because I could just add it in and I felt accomplished because I read a book. I do like a novella in that way because sometimes I don't want to read a big book. I have a lot of big books on my shelf, but sometimes I'm not in the mood to read it. So I love a novella. Don't know why I went on a bit of a ramble, but we love it. We love a novella. If you're watching this and you have your favourite novella, please put it in the comments for everyone else to see. And the last book I've actually finished is, before I go on to one book that I've done as part of a creative campaign, is Love on the Main Stage by Maud Winters. Now, I read book 1 and absolutely loved it. And again, I rated book 1 5 stars. This was a 5 stars as well. I should say I rated Clueless 5 stars and Memory Not Mine 5 stars. I can't remember if I said it. But Love on the Main Stage, it was just so good. It's got you've got our horsey girl, and then we've got our rocker chick girl who's in a song contest. It's very similar to Eurovision, so you're getting like Eurovision vibes in this. But I think the whole book was just set out really nicely, and there wasn't a point where you were just bored. It was kind of just going on and on and on and on, but in a really good way. Now, when I say on and on, a lot, you'd be like, oh, I don't really like that. That's like a bit like, oh, okay. But it just felt really easy to read, and you're going on the journey with them, and I just ate it up. I fucking loved it. I was so happy to be able to get this book. This book isn't out yet. It's out soon though. So when you do get a chance, do check it out. The next books I went on to was this book. This is part of a creator campaign. So I'm not going to do my full review on here because obviously I'm posting it on the day that I'm filming it, and this review isn't out till the 6th. No. Yeah, the 6th. I was right. So if you're interested, please go onto my TikTok and or my Instagram. I think this one's on Instagram, so you can see my full review. I have also got this one in the works to read as well, and that's also out on the 6th. I have actually started it. It is a really good book. It's like cute, cozy, like cottagecore type vibes. And this one is a MM romance, and loved it. I've also got this one to read for a creator campaign, and this is for the 13th, so the week after. All of these 3 creator campaign ones I've done as part of the Picture of Romance. So if you can follow him on Instagram, you'll find all the content. He's a romance agency that helps romance authors thrive on social media. And yeah, so the book I'm currently reading. So I had a little bit of I don't know. I was trying to read Kindle books, and I think I was trying to read all of the creator campaign books. I was trying to read them all at once, which, if you've ever read a creator campaign, you've got a few to do at once. It is so difficult to be able to read them all at once. So I decided to pause them because I'd read the one. I still got time, so I thought I'd pause them and I read a physical book because I've got loads of physical books here that I haven't read, and I don't know why. I just was looking at my Kindle and I just couldn't concentrate. So I'm reading The Gingerbread Bakery. I am this far through currently. I am enjoying it. It's probably going to be a 3-star for me because I think it's got the cute vibes, but I think Annie as a character is probably going to annoy me because I think so. In this book, we are going from the now and then we're going back to the then, because you're obviously seeing what actually happened to the 2 main characters, because she absolutely hates him for something that he did. And from what I can gather, spoiler ahead, that he was gone for 8 years and then has been back for and then in this timeline he's back for 3, but she waited the entire time. But I think something had happened and that's why he had to leave, maybe, I don't know. But also she doesn't give him a chance to explain, which I think that's what's frustrating, is that if he had that chance to explain, I think it would be, you'd be like, oh, okay. Tia's already told me that the thing is really silly. That's what it is. It's a really silly thing. And I'm like, am I going to get to the end and be like, oh, for fuck's sake? But in any event, I have the Daisy Chain Flower Shop on my shelf as well to read. I don't think I'll read that straight after, but I will go on to another physical book afterwards. I have, at the moment, coming up a weekend away, so I'm trying to think of what book to take for that. Tia, if you're watching, please tell me what book you said to take, because I now can't remember. But I was still half tempted to take Alchemize because I keep wanting to read it and I've never started it. Same with When the Moon Hatched. I'm like, really need to read that. And as well, like, what are you called? Not Binding 13, Keeping 13. I've still got to read the second book of that, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't like Binding 13 that much. I think I rated like 3 stars. Like, it was good, but not amazing. Like, I get there's a hype around it, but it just wasn't for me. And that's fine. If you liked it, that's fine. But yeah, I rambled on long enough. So if you have stayed with me all this time, thank you so much. I have think that I should start like a little podcast from all my ramblings and then have guests on. If you have got this far and you think that's a good idea, put like a heart emoji in the comments or something if you think a podcast would be good, like a reading podcast. But anyway, I will leave it there, and until next time, thank you for coming through the portal with me, and have a great day, everyone.